Aloha friends, welcome to Jahway, the imagination. I feel that the first foundational piece to discuss is Creator, the YHWH, Yahweh. Yahweh. There's the term God. Some view that as the ultimate holy word. Some view that as a bad word, a curse word. Creator feels to be a good, universally acceptable term for that which we speak of. Great mystery. Indigenous cultures refer to Wakan Tanka, Tonka Shela, Ah. Very common, very open, releasing vowel sound. Ya. Creator. Is it male or female? Is it infinite in time-space? For those who say yes, it's the infinite. How long is infinite? How long has man been in existence, and thus even the existence of male, female polarity? Some Christian groups believe man has only been around 7,000 years. Some say millions, hundreds of millions of years. If you consider 1 billion years, just hypothetically say that material existence has been around for 1 billion years, 100 billion years. To the infinite, that is but a moment. 100 billion years is nothing. And a millisecond is forever. What's the smallest fraction of time in space? There's infinite fractions until vorpality, zero. So you can never get there unless you start with nothing, right? So let's say man and woman has been around for a really long time from the perspective of a human lifetime. Where did they come from? Source. Source is thus the essence, the birthplace of both. Source is the perfect embodiment of both. Can you take the infinite and apply sex? Certain schools of belief and thought in certain parts of the world will tend to relate more with a masculine aspect or a feminine aspect. But Creator is source and embodiment, perfectly so, of both. Can you paint a picture, even a mental picture of the infinite? If you apply a beard or anatomy, form of any kind, is that a a limitation of the infinite? And where is source to be found in creation? If the one has always been, and everything has come from the one, do we not find that essence, the very stuff that the one is made of? Is that not what everything is then made of? Is the one in everything? What does that say about us? The closest material mirrors of that existence. As for me, I've experienced a bit of a name crisis, you could say. I was born Joshua Ellis Brandt. My parents right away called me Josh Brandt. My mom likes the way that flows. Josh Brandt. In my maturation, expanding process, I adopted Joshua. Josh had been attached to so many things. Homework made no sense to me, and jobs, being given tasks that were perhaps somewhere below my ultimate optimal expression of love and ability and creativity. So Joshua is who I became. And in my research, Joshua means Jehovah. Jah, saves, is salvation. And Yahshua is the same meaning. Yahweh is salvation, source. Yah, open. Yah. Jah, a little bit. This is required. J. A little bit of a close-offness at the beginning. Yahweh, Yahshua. When I experientially knew who I am, my connection to Source, that is the name that feels to most accurately apply to me at this point in time-space. And then someone said, you have a Messiah complex, and yada, yada, yada. And there were times after this realization that I was not living up to that which I know I am, which you are. So I didn't even feel worthy of holding, wearing, representing that holy sacred name. And then I started telling friends, I'm Yeshi. I can save them a syllable in their referring to or addressing me. My boys, who I was in the trenches with, feeding epic, organic, vegan, gluten-free, raw and cooked food to masses of beautiful people experiencing their transformation. They called me Yeti, the Yeti. That feels kind of cool, especially when I'm busting out some rhymes or sharing in a creative way. My parents called me Zubby, or Zub. I also like that. Zubby. So you call me what you want. You can even call me late for dinner, because I know there will always be enough. There is always enough. Thank you for being here in this moment. My prayer is that we tap into our own inner child, all the way to where the inner child became something less than open, something less than fully open. That being we hold, that being we now have the honor and privilege to serve and protect, recognize, recognize. That being in me is sprouting and growing, strong. I honor that process in gratitude. I honor that process and all of you. May we literally come into contact with that being and love him up, love her up, love it up, bless it up. I see you. Everything's okay now. It is my solemn oath, my joy to hold you, to coexist with you, to dance with you in a partnership, in a divine union of integrity and love and gratitude. Aho, Amen. Blessed be. Namaste.